Hey guys, Lego Freak here, and if you didn't see my last video, today will be the last day that I do shoutouts the way that I've been doing them. I'm going to be changing it up. I still don't know what I'm going to be doing. I will be giving shoutouts somehow, but I'm going to change up the way that I do it because I just get too many requests per video. But anyways, yeah, so I'm still not sure how I'll give shoutouts, but I'll do it somehow. Anyways, yeah, if you want to know a little bit more, you can check out the my last video. It's pretty short. Anyways, we're in what? We have another custom Lego minifigure tutorial today. So yeah, so let's do shoutouts. All right. So the first shoutout of today goes to Lego Souls. So yeah. Next one goes to Toxic Razor R. So yeah. Next one goes to Lego Productions. So there you go. Next one goes to Fluffy Wookie. So yeah. And the last one for today, and probably the last one I do in this way for a while, goes to Geo Rocks. So yeah. So yeah, and I would, if you just please don't ask for shoutouts, a request for a shoutout in the comments, just because I still don't know how I'm going to be doing shoutouts. So yeah, if you have any ideas for that, let me know that in the comments. It'd be much appreciated, so I can figure out how I'm going to do these. And I'll explain the issue real quick. Basically, I only get 5 per video, otherwise it's way too long and it takes way too long to edit and all that stuff. But I get way too many requests per video, and so what ends up happening is I miss a ton of people, like I skip them, because I'm just focusing on the newest requests. So that's kind of the issue, but I'll figure it out. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. I can't stop the camera. Every single time I try and look cool, just like, boop, just stop it with one click. Nope, never works. Never. And the big figure for today is Bane. Now, it occurred to me today that I had not done a tutorial on this guy. Now, I showed this guy in my Batman Arkham Knight 13 contest entry, and someone asked for a tutorial, but I just never made one. I don't know exactly why I didn't make one, but yeah, so I was like, hey, it's a great idea. Now, I probably will be updating this very soon. I want to add like a belt and maybe some tubes like going down to his legs, but for right now, I think this is good enough. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool figure overall. Like, I like especially the tank backpack thing that he has. I think that's really cool. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the tools that I use. Alright guys, and the tools I use for this particular minifigure include black paint, right here, red paint, a skin colored paint. Now if you're looking for a good skin colored paint, I'd recommend this one called Light Mocha by Apple Barrel. It's pretty dang good. It looks a lot like Lego's skin colors. So yeah, silver paint, brown paints, and white paint. So yeah, I also did use this tubing stuff. It's like I think it's for like soldering and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's this really kind of flexible metal tubing, and I'm not sure where you'd find this. I'm pretty sure you could get it at Walmart, but yeah, I found it at like a craft store, and it works really well. So yeah, I also did use a paintbrush and of course a thumbtack for details. I also did use some sculpting stuff. Now you can use whatever you like to sculpt with. I use green stuff, which is a really good sculpting material, but yeah, I also did use that as well, just so you know. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the pieces that I used. As in the pieces I used for this particular minifigure, basically I didn't use a standard Lego Hulk, which most of you probably knew, but there's actually a knockoff brand, so it's not official Lego, with Big Figs. Now this was a Big Fig Red Hulk right here. It was, and in this with this particular brand, you can actually take the hair off of the Big Fig, and there's like a stud there, like a normal Lego. In fact, his head actually moves if this tube was gone. So yeah, let me know in the comments what knockoff brand that is. But yeah, so, and I mean, you could do the same thing with a normal Lego Big Fig. You would just have to get the hair off and make the head look normal. But yeah, so anyways, I also did use several Lego parts to make his pack here. Now I did use 6 standard Lego studs here. Or wait. no, 7 Lego studs, so just the Lego stud piece. I did use 2 of these connector pieces here, these, and I used one of these here, and I couldn't find another one of these tank pieces to show you, but I'm pretty sure you guys know from looking at it what piece that is. So yeah, and the reason I used Lego parts instead of sculpting the whole thing was I felt like, well, first of all, I'm not the best sculptor, and second of all, I felt that Lego pieces would actually, just add something cool to it, seeing as it is a Lego figure. You can see the red there from the Red Hulk. Anyway, so yeah, I'll start by telling you how I painted it. It's very simple. Just took a bunch of tan paint and painted everything except his shorts. Literally everything. Even where the black part is, I painted that too. So just skin tone everywhere. On his feet, again, not on his shorts, but on his feet, his arms. I also did not do his head, but all the way down the back of the figure. Yeah. Now, that's not really necessary to put it where you're going to put the shirt, but I did it anyway just because I didn't know if I was going to do like a shirt or like just 2 straps. I didn't know what I was going to do. So, yeah, then what I did was I went back with black and I painted on where the shirt is. Again, that should be pretty self-explanatory, and I did most of the paint work with that paintbrush. The pretty big paintbrush, to be honest, just because it's not that much detail. And of course, did the 2 straps going around. His back, I painted black completely. Now his shorts, I painted brown. I don't know if that's the best color, but I decided to go with brown anyway. And then basically what I did was I painted these brown straps going all the way around his wrist and to the back as well. So 2 on either side, basically, all the way back down to there. And then what I did was I just went back with some silver and painted the little buckles there by just painting a little square. It's pretty simplistic, just a silver square with, and I just left the middle, the brown color. So yeah. Now for the face, I painted the entire head black because it was red. Then for the mask, pretty much what I started with was, now this is where the eyes were on the big fig, so that's kind of how I kind of had a guide to where I was putting the details of the mask. So I basically painted just this big, almost an oval shape with the red, and same on this side. And then I painted a line. Oh, of course, remember I painted the whole thing black except for the face because I wanted a guide on where to put stuff. So yeah, and then what I did was I put a line here, and then it just kind of curved around his mouth, so just kind of a upside down U shape by his mouth, and then just pulled them down to his chin. Painted a thick white line right here. Now I painted some silver lines here, just 1 here and then 2 on either side. Then I kind of painted this butterfly. Now that I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like a butterfly right here. So it's just a matter of going up, and then I'll explain on this side. I just went up, over, and then just a curved line up. I hope that's enough to explain. It's just a curved line down, a line this way, and a line down to this part right here. And then I just did this, a curve from here all the way and connecting to there. So again, I started with this white line, did this upside down U shape, painted these 2 lines going down, 1 line on the chin, these 5 silver white line or silver lines, and then this weird butterfly shape. So yeah, and that about did it for painting. The hardest part was definitely the skin, just trying to get all those coats on there. It was ridiculous. Now I did forget to show it in the tools, but I did use this yellow, or not yellow, but neon green paint for the tubes. You could see those 3 tubes, and of course the details on the side. Gosh dang it. So basically for the details on the side, what I did was I pretty much took a clump of clay and I pushed it on his wrist. That's pretty much it. I just kind of pushed it till it went around, and then I just kind of shaped it with my thumbtack, just kind of scraped the excess off and let it dry. And of course same on this side. And what I did was I painted it silver, and then or before it was dry, I pushed the stud into it. So it's a Lego stud that's just pushed into the clay on there. You can see that there, which is pretty cool because you can attach stuff to it, which is pretty cool to me. But anyway, then I just wait till it dried. And keep in mind, the clay, when it was dry, the stud fell out, so I had to glue it back in. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that. But basically what I did was just painted 2 silver lines, 1 silver line going up, and then continuing on this side, and then one more just going straight up. Then I painted a line going over and down, pretty simple there, and then one this way. Then I just painted a small dot here, filled it in with that neon green, and a big dot here and filled it in with that neon green, and then put neon green on this part as well. So yeah, and of course the exact same process went in on this side. So yeah, now for this part, these are actually Lego studs on his arms. Basically what I did was I just took a piece of sandpaper and I just sanded this part off, this entire top portion off, and you'll get something that looks a bit like this. Now you can see in there, yeah, that little hole there. It's funny because when you sand the top part off, that will be a hole clear through the stud, like you can actually see through the stud. And so that's where the tube is going into. So that little hole there is naturally there. You don't have to poke it yourself. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, basically what I did was I just glued these on the side. Oh, I should mention this. I actually filled in the middle of these studs with clay and then glued it on so it'd be a little bit more firm. Then I painted it silver and I painted a line going straight down, just through the middle, basically. And of course, same process on this side. Now for the pack on the back, I couldn't make it fit without some clay. So basically what I did was I took a big clump of clay, pushed it on his back. Then I took the tank and I like pushed the tank onto it just to make like an indent in the clay. Then I just moved the tank and let the clay dry. After that, I painted the clay gray. You can see in there a little bit. Yeah, right there you can see it. So that's just the clump of clay that I used. It's pretty simple. Again, just take a clump, put it on his back, push the tank into it, and then I just let it dry and I sanded it till it looked somewhat, you know, it didn't look like just a clump of clay. It looked a little bit better. So yeah, then I glued this tank piece. Well, actually I built the thing first, but I glued the tank piece on. I painted it silver because it was dark gray. I painted these two little bits in that neon green color just for like the poison and stuff. I took these two gray studs and put them on the bottom here. Then I painted that neon green around the rims of the studs, like this part here of the stud. I painted the green around there to make it again look like poison. Then up at the top I took this piece. Oh, I did use another stud actually. What I did was I took the stud and I put it on the bottom, and then I put that on top of the tank piece. So yeah, you can see the other stud right there. And then I took black, did two lines here, painted these three sections in that neon green, again for more poison stuff. So yeah, these little sections going around the thing. And then at the top, I did the same thing I did for the studs on the arms. I sanded the top bit off of the stud, and you can see it there. I painted the stud silver and then you know, just put the tube in it. So I'll explain the tubes in a second. So yeah, again, hopefully you guys know how that's built. Oh, I also did put the two little connector pieces, these here, in either side of the tank. And of course I painted everything silver, so the connectors, the tank, this part, and the stud on the top. I didn't paint these two studs. Oh, there's also a black line going down these two studs. So yeah, now for the tubes, basically what I did was I just put the arms in a pose that I wanted, and then I just curved the tube around. It's super flexible and bendy, so you could just move it about whichever way you want. And yeah, now I'll be honest, it's not the most posable thing in the world, because if you want to pose it, you kind of have to rearrange the tube. Now the tubes actually do come out, like this one here, I can show you, actually does pop out. So if you want to pose him, you can, and you could just flex the tubes to go which way you want. But yeah, it's not the best thing to like play with, you know, if you actually enjoy playing with your figures. But yeah, and also same thing for this. I actually did poke a hole in the back of his head right there. I just but you could use a knife, be careful, or you could take a Dremel or a drill. I just had a drill with a small little drill bit, and I just drilled it, but be careful, you don't want to mess up your fingers. So yeah, and then again, just kind of paint the tube, let it dry, and then kind of bend it whichever way you like. And yeah, and you can add as many tubes as you want, obviously. I'm probably going to add more in the future. But yeah, I know that this figure looks like it'd be a lot of work, but it was actually easier than you'd think. So yeah, and overall I think it looks really, really cool with the little Lego parts and things that are added. Again, I want to add some more detail to this. In fact, let me know in the comments, what details you think I should add to this? What would make it better? Should I add like a belt or something? Should I put like something on his shirt? Like, what should I do? Let me know that in the comments. I think that'd be something pretty cool to get your guys' feedback on. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. Alright guys, that wraps up this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to leave a like as well as subscribe. Yeah, let me know what figures you want to see in the future. I am working on quite a bit, so that's kind of why I did this tutorial, is because I don't have many new things to show you. So yeah, hopefully some new things will be coming very, 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 very soon. I've been working my butt off trying to get those done. I'm working on, in case you guys didn't know, a CW Speedster Showcase, which will show every Speedster that the CW has thus far, including the new ones shown in the Flash Season 3 trailer. So that's going to be awesome. Hope you guys are looking forward to that. That'll include my updated Flash, because it's been a while since I've updated him. And yeah, I also have, let's see, Flash, Reverse Flash, I have Zoom, I have Jay Garrick, and a few others. I don't want to give too many spoilers, so yeah. Let's see, anything else I'm working on? Anything else? Of course, I've said in the last video, last video? I think it was last video. Worked on Doctor Strange and Suicide Squad, so a lot of cool stuff coming in the future. Let me know if you guys want me to do X-Men Apocalypse. I know that the movie's already been out, but let me know if you guys want to see me do figures from that anyway. But yeah, this has been Lego Freak. Peace. Woo!